Hello, friends. Welcome back to more trading signals for cryptocurrencies. Today is the 25th of March. So, what we can see is that it's been some kind of weird days. I predicted this extremely powerful impulse. I actually told you days in advance that my predictions were telling me basically possibly green days around the 23 or 24, and that's exactly what we got. So, after that comes a range of days where I'm possibly going to see strong corrections. That is from the 26th, so starting tomorrow, all the way to 27, maybe 28. So if that ends up happening, then we can possibly place the local high right now in this location, at least for Solana, 93. That means a strong correction will possibly drive us back down to this support level at least. But if it continues going down, then we can see lower supports like 80, 81, and maybe even below 80. It's going to be very interesting what kind of support we end up getting in the next coming days because from that decision, from that point, then we can basically try to place the new leg down, okay, because many people are expecting this, myself included, and that is that the price is going to go down even lower, okay, it's possibly going to reach a new low. I am very, I don't really trust that this is the bottom, okay. In my opinion, the bottom has still room to expand, especially on Ethereum, but many other coins as well. Some coins, for example, like Bitcoin, in my opinion, are very close to the bottom, so the price is kind of close. My original estimation for Bitcoin was to have the bottom around 55k, so around this area to 65k. So it can go a little bit lower than this. It's going to be, in my opinion, kind of hard to see the price go below 45. 45 could be the lowest point that I expect on Bitcoin. Okay. But it's going to take some time. Okay. I originally thought that this will be reached in this month of March. But just by looking at the price action, that means it's possibly going to take a couple more months, maybe 3 months, all the way to August to October, maybe. We'll have to see, okay? But yeah, as you can see, this is still in the bear flag structure. It kind of deviated in Bitcoin. For Solana, as you can see, I placed the lines days before, and you can see they have been respected to the utmost precision. Okay, not so much in Bitcoin, but for example, Ethereum also has respected most of the time these bear flag lines, but Bitcoin not so much. Kind of deviated right there with some kind of weird price action. But right now on the 10-hour time frame, we are getting close to turning red. In fact, some minutes ago, this was red, as with many other coins, but that possibly means, yeah, like I told you, the predictions never fail. And the fact that they are telling me corrections are coming from for the 26 all the way to 28, then that means it's very likely that we have reached the pivot high right now. So placing a short from this area could actually be profitable, in my opinion. At least that's what I'm doing right now. That's what I do have a short. I longed the 23 impulse. I benefited from that trade. Okay. I don't really brag much about my trades. I'm kinda busy doing other things. And talking about that, I am working. Very soon we will see a new indicator. Okay. I have a new indicator, another levels indicator. It seems to me, in my opinion, that levels trading, that means a strategy that relies only on shorting and longing the best possible points, is the most profitable. Because if you trade with just the trend, for example, just trading every single time the indicator or whatever other indicator, trend based indicator, you can use, If you trade that, then you can still get some gains, but you'll be confused most of the time. So just by trading at the pivot points, okay, and the key areas, then it's almost guaranteed to have a massive profit and very safe, stress-free trades, which is exactly what I want. Okay, this can be done very easily even without my indicators. It just takes some time, takes some skill to actually learn the patterns, which is why the indicator does everything for you. Okay, you don't have to think about anything. The indicator by itself prints the next possible levels. And like I told you, I use this indicator mostly on the 1 hour time frame, which is the one that I trade the most. But yeah, you can see that if we go to one day, let's see one day. Well, one day is turning green, but it's not so convincing. Okay, it doesn't look very strong. Let's see other coins. Yeah, it's turning green, but it's not really that strong. And if we go to weekly, on weekly it's green on some coins, but it has done some other, for example, Bitcoin, I believe. Yeah, look at this Bitcoin. Not so convincing. Okay, we got a green wick with indicator, then we turn red and close red on the indicator. Now we're back to green again, so it's ranging. Okay, this is going to be a very, very boring price action for the next coming months because this is exactly the crypto winter um, period when basically it's all in range. In my opinion, right now, as you can see from this structure, we are located just by looking at the previous fractal around this area. Okay, so we can pump maybe a little bit more, but not much, in my opinion. I believe Bitcoin cannot reach $80,000 on this either on March or on the next month. Eventually it will go down very hard, and that's exactly what I told you. Okay, this is the retrace that I'm talking about when I said in the very beginning of the video that we have not reached the bottom yet. Okay, in my opinion, it will take some time, maybe more than I expected, but eventually we're going to reach that area. Okay, and once we reach the next and final leg down, we're going to see a clear way, a clear path forward to basically stacking as much crypto as you can so you can benefit for the next cycle, okay, which is going to start next year, I believe. So that's all I have for you, my friends. Take care, have a good time. Okay, like, share, and subscribe for the work. I'll see you guys next time.